was a tough one out there?
It's kind of hot, a little bit.
Talk about when you get one of those. Greg said coming off a recovery day, they're usually always harder, but understand you got to fight through it.
Days like today, like well, Coach Kelly tries to challenge us. So like, it's either you going to accept the challenge or you're not going to accept the challenge. So it's really like he wants to prepare us for how hard the games are going to be. He want practice to be harder so the games could be easier. So this is one of them today.
I feel like the same thing could be said for the defensive line, right?
Mm-hmm.
Like, it's challenging you guys to kind of rise to the occasion. A lot of new faces there.
Right.
How is that working for y'all, and what are you seeing early in camp on the line?
We got a lot of bodies. So guys that have transferred in, like Gio, you got Sean that's transferring in, you got Jay, you got a lot of guys that transferred in, and then you got guys that's been here like me and Jalen Lee, the freshmen like Dom and Ahmad. So many guys now, so it's kind of like it's hard to get used. Well, not hard, I would say. It's just like getting used to having so many guys, trying to bring so many guys along, like just making sure like everybody can just be on the same accord. And I think every day we're getting better with that.
I guess that's kind of the challenge is that everybody's at a different level, right? Like a big monster like Dom's coming in, he's got to learn from day one. You got guys from other schools that have been taught different things. So how does that mesh, and how is Bo doing as far as getting you guys all kind of?
I mean, Bo is seeing like he's had so much experience everywhere he's been. He's been countless places. Like the film he shows us is from all over he's been. So like, just like trying to, he's always coached guys, built like have taller builds. He's coached shorter builds. Like he's coached so many guys that when it comes to like guys coming in like being so raw, he already knows like, okay, this is what that guy needs, and he's like catered to him. So like, it's a slow process, but it's a process. And like every day we get better. Like today was like big with our hands, and I feel like today we practice slightly better with our hands did than the last practice. So it's just like, just get better and better every practice.
Thumbs up.
Yes, sir. Yeah.
How do you feel now being the leader of the group? A lot has changed. A lot of guys have moved on, and suddenly you're kind of the guy out in front now.
I mean, what more could you ask for? Playing for LSU, getting a strap up every Saturday to play for LSU, like, this is what I've always wanted, and I finally got it, so, like, why not go all out for it? This is my last year. Why not go all out with everything I do? If it's just as simple as just doing a walkthrough, why not go all out in it? So I think I'm the challenge that's ahead of me. I feel like I'm accepting it great, but I know that I still have more to do, just like everyone else in the room has more to do. So when I push myself harder, I know it makes them want to go harder. So like just trying to just push myself every day, waking up every morning, making sure I push myself hard enough so these guys push themselves even harder.
Getting a guy like Suggs, a lot of people wondering how would that translate, considering the school he came from to here. What are you seeing out of him?
I've seen him make plays against old offensive linemen that play in the SEC, so I have no doubt in my mind he can go out there on Saturday night to play for us in Death Valley.
And when you're out there on the practice field, this is big-time college football, but listening to like Bo and Brad and what they're yelling and saying today, I mean, the intensity of what's going on out there, how would you describe it?
The intensity, I'm so used to it that I like. It's just like, how can I listen to what the message is saying, and now like apply that to my game or whatever I did wrong. Like, because it's like when they're yelling at you, it's not that they're yelling at you; they're yelling at the problem. It's kind of like not a F you or F that. You know what I mean? So in a sense of that. So I think I've just handled both intensities well. And I know when he's getting on them, I know when Bo's getting on Coach Brad is getting on the offensive line, I have to listen to make sure, I can keep up with what they're doing.
What's it like going up against such a veteran offensive line that's been tagged as one of the best in the country heading into the season? Does you feel like that makes you all better as a unit on the defensive line?
I feel I feel like now, like I tell the defensive line, like, it's okay to, we lose reps. We do lose reps. But I'm saying you got to think about it like this. If you go as hard as you can against the best offensive line in the country, the Saturday nights are going to be that much easier. So that's what, like, keeping a level head and, like, keep going. Like, if you get knocked down, pop back up and run to the ball. Like, just trying to instill, like, that mindset, like, you're not going to see anything better on a Saturday than what you do see out the week. So just trying to instill that in everybody, too.
Are you noticing the differences, obviously, with the outside zone and pulling guards?
Oh, yeah, for sure. I told Miles today, like, I ain't never seen nobody get down in what was it? I think it was a stretch to, like, the left. I ain't never seen nobody cut out, like, run out of there. Like, and I tell those guys, like, when you get beat, you got to understand, like, it's a reason you got beat. So let's attack this reason. Let's get better. Let's Let's go on practice. Let's work on it. Let's get better in team reps. And so in the game, it's just that much easier.
I know you understand that now and you understand that in practice. Understanding that for a season, you're a guy that they're going to count on a lot. Like, remember all those reps Mekhi played, all those reps. Christian Lockhart, I don't know if you ever heard that.
Right, yeah, former 18.
Right,
yeah.
they're going to need you all season long. Like, how much you talk about accepting the challenge, how much are you understanding that they're going to need you all year long and it's a marathon, not a sprint?
Like I said, this is what I've always wanted. So, like, it puts a smile on my face that you even said that. So, like, it's like you can either run away from a challenge or you can face it head on. So, like, just where I've came from, I've been here so long. I know the ins and outs. Like, I know that this is what I have to do to get better, to get to the next level. So why not attack it full-heartedly every single day, like it's my last day? Because I don't know when this game could be taken away from me. So I know that I have to go out there. I have to go out there and perform for them. But this is for me too. Like I need to go out there and make sure I'm crisp, so I can go out there on Saturday nights, and also so I can perform.
I think Coach Kelly at one point said, these guys are paying attention. They see we're going after guys in the portal, and they hear about the defensive line and questions, and they're getting motivated. Is that true in terms of?
I've always had a chip on my shoulder. So, I mean, I know how it is now. I know they're going to go get guys. I know that we need a defensive line in this offseason. So I let those guys know. I was like, God, like they're not probably going to tell you, but I tell you. They're bringing guys here to take our spots. So it's – he threw me off. So like it's like what like I forgot what I was saying. But what do you like? How do you want to like with the challenges? Like that's another challenge. How do you want to face that challenge? Do you want to run and like not go as hard as practice now that like we got guys here now, or do you want to go even harder? And I know that makes me want to go even harder. So because when they bring guys in, it always makes me want to just go even harder. Yeah.
Going based off of what you just said, having that kind of like scare tactic, they're going to bring guys in to take your spots. How have you seen that come through tenfold on the field and with guys getting better in their own game?
It's not necessarily like a scare tactic. It's the real. It's college football now. Like you have to realize, like we're trying to win now. We're not trying to like last year's last year. Like this year's this year. So we want to win. We want to win. So I was like, with the effort that we put on film today at practice, we couldn't win. We cannot win with us. But the guys understood that in spring, have worked all summer. Now we're in fall camp, and it's like a progression every single day to get better at something. Just like focusing on the smallest, minute things, the defensive line can go such a far way. So like today was like he said, was a tough one. It was hot out there, but like you're going to get tested. These days is what we mostly need, because like what are you going to do when it gets tough? When we're in the fourth quarter of the game and we need you, what are you going to do? So. I really appreciate these guys getting up every morning, coming here, meeting. We getting in the meeting. We doing pre-practice, going through our practice, and like some of these guys have never been down south, so it's tough for them. But I really appreciate those guys for fighting through every time. We've never like lost a defensive lineman at practice in fall camp. I can thank God, you know what I'm saying. So just keep pushing through. That's why I can just preach to them every single day.